Steve Huffman was asked about TikTok at a tech conference on Wednesday. He called it, quote, fundamentally parasitic. It's always listening. The fingerprint technology they use is truly terrifying. I could not bring myself to install an app like that on my phone. That's all a quote from him. We did reach out to TikTok for comment. We haven't heard back from them yet. The company told USA Today these are baseless accusations made without a shred of evidence.
Is neurologically damaging. Researchers are only just beginning to understand this. Since Generation Z's infatuation with TikTok, our attention spans have dropped to the lowest levels in recorded history, with our attention spans becoming reduced to that of a goldfish. And it doesn't even stop there.
The vertical scroll, which is what you have on Facebook, for example, you're scrolling up on the news feed. But what this does is, if you stop on a video and you like that video, it'll restart that video. So in a sense, you've got a horizontal scroll going on pleasurable content, and you also have a vertical scroll going.
And once the pleasure begins to dry up, you continue scrolling and the pattern repeats itself, leaving you wondering where the last few hours went. And even the small stuff like where the likes and comments icons are is purposely designed so that you can't stop wasting your time on this mindless app. And when you go onto TikTok, you'll see what I mean. The likes, comments, share, and profile buttons are on top of each other. This placement makes it the most accessible for users to click on these icons. But why is this important? Well, this layout may only be saving the user microseconds of their time, but in an app that runs on quick spurts of attention, these fractions of a second hold significant weight. When you're browsing social media on your phone, the screen you're using is very small. As a result, every little inch of that screen is immensely important, since any little distraction or element that takes away from the content at hand has the potential to drive the user away. Wasting screen space is the cardinal sin when it comes to keeping users in that entertainment high. And so with this combination of musically and addictive user design and attention-sucking short videos, TikTok has been able to feast on a generation's goldfish attention span, allowing TikTok to take over the world. And once again, it all comes back to the TikTok algorithm. Unlike Facebook, Netflix, Spotify, and YouTube, TikTok's algorithm goes one step further.
Okay, has anyone else noticed that your For You page has been a little too accurate lately? It hasn't been things that I'll Google or I talk about. It's been thoughts.
TikTok knows everything about us.
But how does TikTok know which videos will addict you? Well, this all starts to become clear as soon as you begin reading TikTok's privacy page. A privacy page that literally admits to collecting as much data from you as possible.
And what kind of data is TikTok collecting as it runs on our phones? A heck of a lot more than you would think. Images, of course, that users post. But TikTok also collects information about the messages that you send, about the apps that you use, the other apps on your phone. It collects the sites that you visit. It collects your search history. It collects your keystrokes. It collects your location data. It stores all of this and maybe lots more.
TikTok circumvents security protections on Apple and Google app stores and uses device tracking that gives TikTok full access to user data, according to the summaries of two major studies obtained by The Wrap that appear to confirm long-standing concern raised by privacy experts about the popular video sharing app. Studies conducted by white hat cybersecurity experts that hack for public good, completed first in November 2020 and then again January 2021, so it just happened.
Issue comes from the free-flowing communication between predatory adults and children of various ages on an app that seems to reward sexualized snippets of content from underage users. This was a widely echoed sentiment with a few very egregious examples early on. However, this has not changed, it has merely stepped out of the spotlight, and the app still operates as a den and haven for similar predatory behavior. All the way into 2020, cybersecurity experts have now issued repeated warnings about this phenomenon, but they are drowned out by the common household impression of the app being a harmless little song and dance social media. Bottom line, the app features a disgusting trove of underage content that is often explicit in nature, and the moderation aimed at curbing this material of the predatory behavior that arises as a result has been lackluster or entirely unsuccessful.
And with this has come an unparalleled rise in the e-thoughts. I mean, the majority of posts on the site look like underage girls either showing off their bodies or being explicitly sexual. For example, just look at the TikTokers such as Charli D'Amelio, a 16-year-old girl who does nothing but shake her ass, wear skimpy clothes, and dance to insipid, droog-like songs. From doing just this, she has gained over 100 million followers on TikTok, with so many of these followers being horny men.